I don't get emotional about the presentation of arguments and listening to other people's arguments. It doesn't affect how I think about people. I was there to make the substantive argument that Speaker Light is a bad idea, just like Bud Light. But I far prefer us to continue having votes going forward. And, you know, when I held out with Speaker McCarthy, we had goals. We had specific things we were fighting for. I think a reasonable question to those that are holding out and not voting for Jordan is, what are you fighting for?
Matt Gage really thought he was cooking something up with that pathetic Bud Light joke, if you could even call it that. But he's not the only one getting a kick out of Jim Jordan's nightmare campaign for Speaker, even if it's for a very different reason.
Sources tell Hannity that the representative is not supporting Jim Jordan for Speaker. Can you please let me know if this is accurate? And if true, Hannity would like to know why, during a war breaking out between Israel and Hamas, with the war in Ukraine, with the wide open borders, with the budget that's unfinished, why would the representative be against Jim Jordan for Speaker? Please let us know when the representative plans on opening the People's House so work can be done. Get back to me whenever. We're just asking questions. It's a whipping operation.
I found Chris Hayes' reaction to the absurdity of Sean Hannity trying to strong-arm Republicans into voting for Jim Jordan as Speaker of the House to be hilarious. How else can you interpret or react to what Sean Hannity did or his team did in that email? Like, sources tell XYZ that you're not going to back Jim Jordan. Is that accurate? And if so, why? And then you got to get back to me by, who are you? Who do you think? Like, we know what's going on, bro. You trying to pressure people to vote for your guy, Jim Jordan. Because why? He is backed or he is endorsed by Donald Trump, who, despite having all these indictments against him and all these criminal charges, still could end up running for president in 2024. Now, it's not uncommon for the media and politicians to use each other for certain agendas or really sourcing, right? But this is blatant, this is crystal clear, black and white. 4K, man. We're on to you, I should say, right? And here's how Hannity tried to justify his not-so-discreet pressure campaign once he was found out.
And why is it a shock to certain lawmakers and members of the media mob, all of you out there, that yours truly, a member of the press, is daring to ask elected representatives, the so-called public servants in this country, if and when they plan to wrap up this speaker battle and reopen the People's House? But I do have to chuckle that a few of my questions, simple questions, that I asked to some Republicans over the weekend about the importance of getting a speaker as soon as possible, showed we have a few sensitive little snowflakes in Congress. Here's the truth. They are the majority. They need to act like it. And we will know and we will see which Republicans understand what is the importance of this moment in history, not only for the Republican Party, for them to unite, them to lead by reopening the People's House. No, I offer no apologies for doing my job and seeking answers from those elected public servants.
Oh, stop it, Sean Hannity. You're just mudding your role at Fox News saying you're a member of the press, given your propensity to act like a GOP operative and a mouthpiece for the faction power. Don't think we forgot what you did during the 2020 presidential election. Because remember, Trump's chief of staff at the time, Mark Meadows, you and him were texting about ways to help Trump get elected. So you're not a journalist. You're not. You're just on TV and you are a mouthpiece. You pretend to be a journalist, right? But you're not. And then the fact that you're making these veiled threats to the lawmakers saying, don't do any temporary deals with the Democrats. You got the majority. Get it done and make it happen and get back to work. Or what? What are you going to do? You're not going to do nothing. So come on, bro.
So one of the most powerful forces in conservative politics, a network that pretty recently, I don't know, dude, am I remembering this correctly? Paid nearly $800 million to settle a lawsuit about its own involvement in the coup, is bullying individual members for Donald Trump and Jim Jordan so the coup team can get back together wielding their power. The message here is that Sean Hannity and Fox News will publicly punish you if you cross the leader of our party and his chosen speaker.
So I love how Chris Hayes packaged this by bringing up Fox News, the major media network, having to pay almost $800 million to settle a lawsuit about their involvement in a coup with Trump in the 2020 presidential election, and how that just all leads to them bullying, and by them, I mean Sean Hannity and others, bullying individual members in Congress to vote for Jim Jordan, which means to vote for Donald Trump. I don't think that is a ridiculous theory whatsoever. Now, Fox does have to, I don't say skate around this issue, but they have to play it lightly or carefully because of what happened with the lawsuit. You don't want to fork over another $800 million, do you? No, you don't. He's backed by a huge entity, and we know the power that they hold over a lot of different individuals, maybe talking about citizens, but also some Republican lawmakers. So just keep that in mind. Keep that in mind. For Rebel HQ, I'm Chris Williamson. We'll see you next time.